Last episode, we looked back to our best after taking home the EFL Cup and staying safely in a top 4 league spot with the season coming to an end. Hey, what's going on, guys? Respected Jeff here with another episode in this Chelsea career. Huge one today. Right off the bat, we're taking on our big rival Spurs in the FA Cup, and then later in the episode, it's the second leg against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League, so that should be an exciting one. But we have a new event for the episode after suffering from so many injuries, specifically broken toes for whatever reason. Chelsea has the opportunity right now to get in and upgrade their medical team. So if we pay $25 million, this upgrade would allow us to effectively undo one injury every season, so it's sort of a get out of jail free card. Let me know in the comments if you guys think we should do that or not. We'll make the decision at the end of the season, so in the next couple of episodes. So let me know what you all think, if it's worth the investment or if we should just spend that money on players who could maybe come off the bench instead of an injured player in the future, or if we just hope our luck shores up a little bit in terms of injuries. Those are the players we have out, though. I'm switching to a formation I feel like fits us best without so many attacking players, so I think Zaha and Zapata up top. Abraham's still coming back from injury. He's not 100% yet. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put Barbosa up top instead. I think he deserves it. Let's get to the game. All right, here we go. A huge one against Spurs in the FA Cup and a chance for us to go on to the next round. I think the next would actually be the quarterfinals, so we're doing pretty well, honestly, at this point in the season. And just like we won the EFL Cup, we're also reigning champs in the FA Cup, so if we could get a double win in both of those cup competitions, I think that would be unprecedented, so I'm definitely going to push hard for it. But right off the bat here, Dele Alli with a fantastic strike from distance. How about that? Trying to close him down. Doesn't matter. Absolute rocket into the top corner. Nothing the defense or Edward Mendy could do about that. You gotta say hats off. Not a player that I like much at all, but you gotta respect the quality on that shot there. Chelsea, a goal down just like that, and we are looking to get ourselves back into this game. Marcel Sabitzer, it's out wide for Chilwell, looking to cut it back, but the right back Emerson gets to it first, and Chelsea have yet to really get anything going in this game. Only 20 minutes gone, but we definitely are chasing a goal at this point, and we need to make something happen here. Sabitzer again looking to get it past Emerson, who again makes the block. It's good stuff from the right back so far. Harry Kane now looking to sneak a ball through, maybe stood up by Upamecano. Really good defending there from our center back. Has really started to take over. I think he's probably first choice over Thiago Silva now, which was definitely not the case at the start of the season, so it goes to show both how much he's progressed and also how unfortunately Thiago Silva is getting older and may not renew his contract here come the end of the season. Hakim Ziyech looking to slip one through, a little too unselfish perhaps there. He was looking for Zapata with a clever link-up play, and we have seen that come off quite a few times this season. This time Upamecano getting caught out, giving away a free kick here, and it's a chance for Spurs now. Lucas Moura gets a weak foot to that one, but it was close to the goal, that's for sure. Edward Mendy makes the save, and that's just the inexperience from Upamecano, really. We've seen the best and the worst of him over the course of this season. Still inconsistent, makes some rash challenges, but there is a player in there for sure. Ball given away by Chilwell again to Emerson. The right back has really had the number of both of our left back and left winger there. It's the third or fourth interception he's made already, and we're having a hard time finding any kind of room down that wing here. Barbosa now looking to link up in that top two here, and he finds the ball out wide. Chilwell looking to cut it back, and again, read really well by Emerson. Their right back has been a beast this game. I just can't get past him, and Chelsea are really struggling to impose themselves at all on this game. Sabitzer now for Conte, top of the box, lays it off Barbosa, and it's blocked. Chelsea can't get the shot off, and as we trickle towards halftime here, things not looking great for us as they stand right now. Coming to the second half, and something's got to change. Substitution time. Sabitzer gave it his best, but it wasn't really enough for this one. Zaha, we're going 3 up top. Let's see if we can get a little more attacking firepower going. We really have yet to find our groove in this game. Reece James closing down on the wing. Reguilon putting it in the box for Son, flicks it up. Oh, thought that was in. You wouldn't peg Harry Kane to miss too many of those. It's a header, but now it's Chelsea's turn with Reece James curling one in, diving header off the post. How unlucky. Zapata, very unfortunate there to not have converted the chance. It looked good, but we just couldn't find the back of the net. Chelsea still a goal down. Let's throw everything we got at it. Abraham and Mason Mount coming on. Can someone turn the tides here? 13 minutes left. All we need is a goal to at least take this to extra time, but unfortunately for us, Spurs have definitely looked the better side. A rash challenge coming in there from Zaha, and things starting to get heated a little bit there. Conte bringing his man down as well, and Chelsea looking strong to not concede a second here. Chilwell, the latest to knock down a Tottenham player. 7 minutes left. All we need is a goal, though, and a little bit of a chance shaping up here. Tammy Abraham lays it off. Mason Mount, surely. In the box, yes! Chelsea have done it, equalized against Tottenham with 6 minutes remaining, and who else but homegrown boy Mason Mount to make the difference here. He and Abraham coming on, and both of them linking up to be the ones to score a goal here. We're honestly so lucky to have such a deep bench with this team, because I think otherwise with the injuries we'd be in even worse shape this season than we've kind of slid down the league table a little bit. But our hopes and cup competitions are well and truly alive here. N'Golo Kante, Reece James, another ball put in. Back post, no way, it's in! I don't even think our player got a head to it. It looked like an own goal. Reece James the one to peel off and celebrate there, but it's another good ball by him. That's the second or third time we've seen a great cross in from Reece James on that right, and he just keeps getting better, Reece James, to the point where Azpilicueta has been struggling for minutes this season, and honestly might even be looking to leave, but it is well worth it. Wilfried Zaha flying into another reckless challenge there, and deservedly gets a red, and unfortunately 2 minutes still remaining in the game. Chelsea go down to 10 men, and hopefully we can hang on here. Definitely nervous coming into the end of this one. Another chance coming in from Spurs. Sent away, but not far. Zuma the latest to head it down. Lo Celso in the box. Tottenham really giving it all they've got here at the end of the game. Up top for Busquets. Dele Alli looking to have another shot, this time blocked by Upamecano. Booted upfield, and the pressure relieved as the whistle blows. Chelsea 2, Tottenham 1, a red card, 3 goals, and another really exciting game between these two teams. But it's Chelsea who are moving on to the next round of the FA Cup. All right, well, some good performances from Chelsea as of late, and that last match was no different. Taking a look at the league table here, we are still sitting in 3rd place, so a win here would give us a bit of peace of mind with the league table starting to look pretty close outside of Liverpool, who are running away with 1st place. I'm going to stick with the same general formation with this one. I want to be a little more attacking-minded against this next team, so I'm going with a 3-5-2 instead of the 5-3-2. Effectively the same formation, but I'm going to put Pulisic out on the right-hand side, actually, instead of having Reece James there. I think Pulisic has actually been playing better recently, and if you guys want to take a more detailed look at Pulisic and the rest of our players, go to respecttojeff.com. You can check out all the detailed info for this team. But with that said, we take on Newcastle United. All right, another game and another chance for 3 points. Chelsea on fire recently, and we'll be looking to keep that up here coming towards the tail end of the season where every game counts. We're still in the Champions League, we're still in the FA Cup, we're still in the top 4 running for the Premier League, and honestly, it's ours to lose at this point in the season. We've played really well, we had such a great start to the season, and although we've tailed off a little bit, we are definitely favorites to secure a top 4 spot, but a lot of really good teams are starting to pile up below us. Spurs, Leicester, Manchester City, really everyone of the top teams outside of Liverpool are fighting for those spots, so it's up to us to make it ours. Duvan Zapata with a shot from distance. We've seen him score that just like on his debut earlier in the season, but a great challenge from Tavares, the young left back, keeps the play alive. Ziyech, what a ball for Abraham, who finishes. Tammy Abraham is well and truly back from injury, scoring goals once again, and that's a great run. But credit the pass there from Hakim Ziyech. That's not the first time we've seen him do that this season either. A little outside of the foot dink around the center back, and Tammy Abraham there to finish. How great would it be to be a striker ahead of our man Hakim Ziyech in this Chelsea lineup? I mean, we've seen him assisting fantastic through balls for Zapata, Abraham, Havertz when he plays up there. Another clever ball through for Abraham, and another chance, this time saved by the goalkeeper, but Hakim Ziyech generating chance after chance for our strikers, running in behind. The corner coming in now, and Upamecano finishes it off. Chelsea 2, Newcastle 0, and we are running hot. Goals coming from all over the pitch at the moment. We have so many strikers in form between Abraham, Zapata, and really even Flavio Barbosa, our young striker, who might probably be behind the pecking order a little bit to those other two, but he's been scoring when he's given the chance as well, so giving me a bit of a selection headache, but that's always a good problem to have. And if there's one consistent player rather in our attack, it would be Hakim Ziyech. The man has been all over the pitch all season long, and unlike our other star strikers or forwards, he hasn't been out injured, and they always say the best player is an available one, so he's certainly done that. Newcastle pull one back courtesy of Marko Arnautovic, the ex-West Ham striker. He's made a move back to Newcastle and is living in England once again, apparently scoring goals as well. Hakim Ziyech taking the ball out wide now. Chelsea, 3 minutes to just see this one out. We got to be smart about it. Ziyech really enjoying his life at Chelsea at the moment. He is toying with defenders at this point. Pulisic linking up with Abraham, lays it off. Ziyech, oh, outstanding stuff, and he scores again. Hakim Ziyech, absolutely outrageous. Chelsea 3, Newcastle 1. That puts the game to bed, and he is in absolute top form right now. Abraham, good assist on the layoff Pulisic getting involved as well. It's been much better from Christian, the young American, as of late, and his spot at Chelsea looks to be a little more secure than it did earlier in the season. Chelsea's results have been fantastic recently, and that is another one to put on the books, another win in the league to keep us afloat, and we move on. All right, well, back to the FA Cup right away. West Brom, our next opponents. Let's take a quick look at the calendar here. The scheduling's starting to get a little crazy, and it's going to be hard to prioritize this one, guys. We have a lot of injuries, so not a ton of depth to rotate, and only 2 days rest in between this game and our Champions League one. So if we have to prioritize, the Champions League matters more. We are level based off the first leg with Atletico Madrid. They're going to be a tougher team, so I'm going to rotate a lot. We don't have much of an option. Theo Jaggi, Hugo Hawkins. I'm even going to rotate the goalkeeper. If there's a time for a debut, it's got to be in a cup game, so Radu will be in goal. And with such short numbers in midfield, with Rice out, Loftus-Cheek out on loan, I'm diving into our youth academy. It's going to be time to promote a player here. Vitor Duarte, the Portuguese central midfielder. If we need numbers in midfield, we got to just take one of our own into the team, I guess. He won't be starting here, but in case we need the numbers or a little bit of rest for Ziyech, who will need to be fresh for the Champions League, he will be on the bench this afternoon. So, without further ado, let's get to the game against West Brom. All right, here we go. Third game of the episode, and hopefully a third win for Chelsea. We are in the quarterfinals right now, and honestly, looking at our prospects here, I think we have a pretty good shot at this, guys. Not a ton of amazing teams left in the tournament. Manchester United still could give us trouble, but a bunch of smaller teams here, and I mean, obviously we won't take anything for granted, but West Brom, definitely not the toughest in the English pyramid, so even with a heavily rotated squad here, I think we are definitely still favorites to get a result, but we need to play like it first, so time will tell what we can pull off here. Diangana, who we know very well from our time at West Ham, putting in a good ball there, and Wilfried Zaha now picking up the ball and running at the defender. Hakim Ziyech, lovely ball out wide for Pulisic. Ziyech has been beautiful to watch recently, and Pulisic getting linked up, doing well as well. Barbosa plays it through. Oh, Ziyech got a foot to it, but so did the goalkeeper. Great shot and a great save. First chance for Chelsea, but nothing to show for it just yet. Flavio Barbosa, ball back out wide. Pulisic still going. Ziyech flicks it through. Barbosa chests it down. What a goal. Another great assist from Hakim Ziyech, and another great goal from Flavio Barbosa. Chests it down, hits it on the volley right into the back of the net. Another goal for him. He's averaging about a goal a game, I think, so far this season, and that is a rocket into the top corner. We really have a special talent on our hands here. And like I've been saying, like I said earlier in the episode, I just don't know who's going to be starting up top these days. We have 3 strikers all competing for these spots. I don't know if we switch to a formation with 2 up top or what we do going forwards. But a great save there from our goalkeeper, Radu, on his debut. First save in a Chelsea jersey, and hopefully the first of many. He'll be fighting with Edward Mendy for this spot over the next couple seasons. Obviously, Radu, the much younger goalkeeper, and probably a higher ceiling on him as well. Mendy has been great this season, but it's always good to have competition, and he is a great position for that. Tavares clears it out of the back line. West Brom definitely still looking up for this, and only 1 goal to separate the teams, but here go Chelsea on the counter. Wilfried Zaha in space, motoring down that right-hand side. Can he just pick out a pass? Lays it up. Back post, Ziyech in the back of the net. Of course, he can't stop scoring. He can't stop assisting. This guy is on fire, and Chelsea are 3 goals to the good at this point. Barbosa, who's led the line well, might be leading Chelsea into another semifinal here, the FA Cup. Zaha, another chance from the right-hand side, flicks it through, diving header coming in from Barbosa, but the defender gets to it first. Into the second half here, Livermore lays one through, and West Brom, not finished just yet, put it in the back of the net, and poor defending from Chelsea sees them pull a goal back into this game. Hugo Hawkins not quite marking his man, definitely to be expected from a young center back, but substitutions coming on now. It's more youth into this lineup. It's Duarte, who's just been promoted from the academy into midfield. It's time to give Ziyech a rest. I think he needs it for our Champions League tie. He's been our most important player, and we need some fresh legs if we want to get a result against a huge team like Atletico Madrid. Mason Mount now, and a first touch of the ball for Duarte is a good one as he sprays it out wide for Wilfried Zaha, who's been getting involved. Honestly, Zaha and Pulisic both playing well as of late. They didn't have great starts to the season, but they're starting to chip in when it counts here. Laid through for Duarte, who can't get a foot to it, booted away by that West Brom defense. And Chelsea still looking hungry for more here. Flavio Barbosa, who's done really well tonight. Mason Mount plays it through. Vitor Duarte Cutting inside on his left foot, not too bad. Gonna let that one run out for a corner, and Chelsea with an opportunity here. Not too bad. You're gonna see a lot of that from this player. Skillful 4-star skill moves, and definitely an eye for goal. A little more attacking minded than he is defensive. And Barbosa coming off. Tammy Abraham, just get him a little bit of freshness in those legs before our match against Atletico. He's still coming back from injury. His sharpness is low, and I want to get him a couple minutes here. Pulisic on the wing. Looking for an option, cutting back inside. Lovely footwork. Christian Pulisic really starting to find himself in this team here and getting involved. It's Pulisic. Duarte plays it through for Zaha. Can he find the man cutting it back? Duarte! Oh, not too bad at all. Saved by the goalkeeper and out. Well, he's definitely started to make an impression here, our youth central midfielder. We have so many young talents on our hands. It's going to be tough to find playing time for them all. But at this point in the season, everyone's getting a chance here. And it's headed down. Tammy Abraham has scored once again. And honestly, our strikers just cannot stop. This is a great way to kind of tail off the season here as Chelsea are scoring goals for fun. Chelsea 4, West Brom 1. We're going on to the semifinals of the FA Cup, and hopefully another piece of silverware here in line for us coming to the end of this season. Another great result, another great performance from many of our fringe players as they're starting to play important roles here. So with 3 wins from 3, it's back to the Champions League. Alright, well, it's the game we've all been waiting for, Chelsea versus Atletico Madrid. This time it's in front of the home fans at Stamford Bridge. Hopefully that can give us a little bit of an edge. We go to the press conference, and the important questions of the conference here are regarding that first leg. 3-3 was the result for those of you who missed it. It was a thrilling game. And how do we handle the tactics here is the question. My response has got to be attack as the best form of defense. We're not just going to hole up and hope for a clean sheet in this match because I don't think that's going to pay off well for us. We've seen what Atletico Madrid can do in the first leg, so we're going out there with a bold lineup, 4-3-3, and let's get straight into the action. Alright, well, after fiddling around with the formation a little bit here, we're going for this one. We're not going to lock up shop defensively. We're going to get out there, try to score some goals, and really force Atletico Madrid into this one. Like I said, the first leg was 3-3, and if we can get another goal, we're looking to be in really good shape here. Wilfried Zaha marching through their defense, eventually stripped of the ball, but he's looking up for it, and he's been looking up for it with his goal contributions recently. Zapata starts up top, Abraham on the bench, but he's a good option for us if we need it. Marcel Sabitzer plays a ball through Pulisic. Lovely touch into space. Christian Pulisic lays it up. Zapata can't quite get there. But it's Chelsea who have started on the front foot, but maybe not for long here as Atletico get forward. Koke over the top, looking for Rafa. Reece James back there to cover and does well to get that one out for a corner. It was such end-to-end football in the last game, and honestly, if it's even half as exciting as that last tie was, you guys are in for a real treat here. 3-3, a lot to live up to, but I'm hoping not as many goals conceded, obviously, this time around. Pulisic does so well to march through the defense there and play through a crisp pass for Duvan Zapata, who returns the favor. Pulisic out on the wing, squaring up with his man and cutting inside. Lovely footwork, lays it off, and it's not quite the right pass. Great run, but it is just missing that final execution. 20 minutes played, a couple chances for both teams, but no one able to deal the final blow yet. Correa saved by Mendy. Well, our goalkeeper really stepping up when it matters this season. That is a world-class save. Pretty close in range there from Angel Correa. Maybe a little at the keeper, but still does well with the reflexes to get a hand to that one. Chilwell now, splitting the lines. It's Conte to Ziyech. Can he find his man? Zapata in the box, touch inside. Oh, what a finish. Duvan Zapata scores once again. He starts and he delivers. Like I've been saying all episode, our strikers are outrageous right now. They just can't seem to stop scoring. Everything feels like it's going in. And look at that goal. Quick little cutback, curler into the far post. And what a goal to beat Oblak, nonetheless, one of the best goalkeepers in the world. That is no easy feat. And Chelsea in really good shape now. Hakim Ziyech, outrageous stuff there to keep possession in the center of the pitch. Chelsea are really flying at the moment and really looking the real deal here. Hakim Ziyech especially leading the team from the front, or from the middle really, pulling the strings out of the center of midfield and looking great while doing it. Richarlison now, Upamecano flying into the challenges, but Atletico keep going. Top of the box, Joao Felix again poked away. Chelsea kind of hanging on here under a bit of pressure. Reece James loses his man Rafa, cutting inside. Upamecano, top of the box. Partey flicked through. Oh, Felix lays it off, and Richarlison finishes. Chelsea 1, Atletico 1. Well, as things stand right now, we still do go through on away goals, but things not looking great with the momentum shift here. Atletico, if they grab a second, that could spell trouble for us. We need to be the ones to get the next goal of the game if anyone's going to score one, and Chelsea really have a bit of a mountain to climb here with the pressure having shifted towards our goal in the last 10 or 15 minutes. Sabitzer for Ziyech now. Can Chelsea find a response? Reece James not able to use his deadly crossing ability from the wing quite yet in this game. Atletico really pushing our fullbacks back into the game. Wilfried Zaha now lays it off for Zapata. Can he find the return pass? Yes. Zaha, great touch. Better finish, and Chelsea have done it pretty much right off the kickoff. I don't think Atletico won back possession, and just before halftime, we go top yet again, 2-1 over Atletico, and this is yet another thrilling tie here. Well, these are two sides with some good history between them, and in this career, we are just adding to that with some fantastic games here. Zapata did so well to pick out that pass with a little 1-2, and Zaha, again, delivering when it matters the most. He's really stepped up this season. We have to make sure Atletico can't score another one here, because that could spell trouble for Chelsea. Edward Mendy stepping up to make another great save. Probably a save he had no right to make. Koke blasted that. It was going in if he hadn't gotten a hand to it, but he gets a strong wrist, puts that one away, and it's a corner now. Atletico putting it in, flicked that goal, and it's just wide by Joao Felix. Certainly not game over yet for Atletico Madrid, who are still looking great. Chelsea starting to look a little reckless on defense here as we just try to maintain the scoreline as it stands. And N'Golo Kante, the latest to fly in, maybe a little fortunate to come away without a yellow there, but Sabitzer unfortunately does not. He's going to miss the next match, Marcel Sabitzer, for that yellow card. We're just trying everything we can do to prevent Atletico from getting forward on the counterattack here. 4 minutes remaining. All we need to do is prevent them from scoring 2 goals here, really. And I think things are definitely looking in our favor, but we need to control the tempo. Time really winding down now, only seconds left. Surely Chelsea will be going through. Ball back up top, headed down, the whistle blows, and just like that, we're going through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Chelsea have been great this season, and great this episode, really, as we get back to our absolute best, taking down teams across all skill levels, all competitions, and doing it with ease. I guess maybe not quite with ease against a team like Atletico, a little closer than I would have liked, but we do come away with the win. Fantastic 2 legs against a fantastic team, and now we move on. All right, well, what an episode, 4 games, and taking a look at the round of 16 here, some huge names left in it, and hopefully we get a bit of a fortunate draw here, but based on the teams that have gone through so far, it doesn't look like we'll even have an opportunity for that. Pretty much only Giants left at this stage of the competition, so we're going to have to fight them at some point, regardless in the Champions League, so whoever our next opponent is, we're going to have to get out there and give them our best. The talk of the town after that match is about Hakim Ziyech, and I think it's really deserved. He's been great all episode, if not all season, and taking a quick look at his stats, he's featured the most for us, 46 appearances. Like I said, yet to be injured out of all of our star attacking talent, so that does a lot of favors for him. 18 assists, absolutely outrageous. He's just setting up people for fun, and 10 goals. Wilfried Zaha, like I said, really growing into his own here with a lot of absences through injury. He stepped up and taken his chances, scored a fair amount of goals and some assists to boot. And taking a look at where we sit in the league now, we have slid down to 4th, but only because there are several teams with a couple games in hand over us, specifically Manchester City, 3 games over top of what Chelsea have played so far, and only 3 points in front of us. So if we get a win out of any of our next 3, we do at least maintain level with them. And hey, in the meantime, if you guys are interested in getting a little more involved in this career, feel free to join my coaching staff. Go to patreon.com/respectedjeff and sign up to be a member of the coaching staff, where you can give your feedback on things like transfers, events for the new episodes, new faces, new kits, all that kind of fun stuff. In the meantime, if you've been enjoying this series, please consider subscribing to the channel. Helps me out a ton, and I'll be back soon with next episode. But until then, I'm Respected Jeff, and I'll see you next time.